Welcome back, viewers, to Hip Hop and Fashion. We have a fabulous guest here today to introduce you to. This is Miss Black Louisiana, USA, Nakina Eugene.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Yes, you are so fabulous.
Well,
Yes,
thank
you are.
you. You make me feel so fabulous.
So, Mr. Wayne, what do you think about Miss Black?
She's beautiful, and I had the chance to chat with her on her way in here. She's so intelligent, and I know there's a lot more that goes into just being Miss Black Louisiana. But could you tell the viewing audience what are some of the roles that you take on with
Well,
that
our
title?
motto is service, splendor, and scholarship. It is actually a scholarship pageant. We all are ladies who are interested in furthering ourselves educationally as well as in community service. It's a hard job, but it's really exciting. It takes up a lot of time, but it's so worth it.
Oh, so Black is beautiful and intelligent.
It most certainly is. Thank you for that.
Wow, I'm blown away right now. Y'all talk.
He is so gullible.
Oh, are you speechless? I'm sorry. I'm not trying to do
He's
that.
a good guy. Well, I admire you and your efforts. I admire you in your pursuit with your career, education, as well as your endeavors in the pageantry. I am actually very in tune with pageants, and I idolize people like yourself who take it very seriously. And so what school are you attending? You said it's coming.
Well, I graduated. Actually, I got my undergrad from Carleton College in Northfield, Minnesota, and then I went and got my master's at Tulane, and I did their public health program. But I'm looking to matriculate into med school,
Wow.
which is it's a tough ordeal, but somebody's got to do it.
Oh, hello.
It's not impossible. So I'm excited, and that's what the pageant is really going to help me put forward. My platform is children's mental health awareness here in our state. We are 49th in ranking of child well-being, which is so terrible what the children are going through. We have to really uplift them, and we can't forget about them. But we also have one of the highest diagnoses of mental disabilities in our country. So a big thing, and we really have to pay attention to it.
Right. And you know, Mr. Wayne, what do you think about that? Like the whole mental health issue and the challenges we face as a community?
Well, I would imagine that being that we're almost last in education, that those two things do go hand in hand, and it's encouraging that you will be addressing that issue. And in terms of that, what would you want to come from you putting your participation and your time into this?
Well, the biggest thing to me is if I motivate other people to work towards this issue, if I can leave my mark that way by being a catalyst and using the pageant as a platform to get that done, that will be awesome. I would like for people to pay more attention to mentoring, because in Louisiana, in our city, in New Orleans, there is such a waiting list, a long waiting list to receive a mentor, and I would like people to put forward their effort into that. So.
Yay. It seems like our world is coming together in New Orleans. I'm seeing more and more gradually people that are sponsoring towards the youth and mentorship and just making themselves available as outlets to the younger generation, because they are the future, and they're going to be responsible for us in some decades to come.
Right, and you're right about that. And if we're talking about economy, they are the key to that. They're going to be entering our workforce, and we want to prepare them. We want to remove all barriers, even those with mental disabilities, remove all of those barriers out of the way so they can do the best they can in our country.
Wow, and it's such a beautiful thing to see a beautiful woman doing this. I mean, for lack of a better term, you're not just eye candy. That there is actually intelligence within the movement of that you're moving toward. And I do want to ask you about the pageant. Could you tell us about that?
Well, the pageant, it occurred on November 28th. It was at Tulane's campus uptown, and it was the theme was $1 Million Girl, and not $1 million in terms of bling bling, but $1 million in terms of your self-worth and your value and yourself. And we use our talents, our skills, our education, our mind, our love of family, our love of community, our love of God to show just how rich we really are in our lives. So I think it's a great idea. I'm looking forward to the next pageant. I will represent our state at Miss Black USA in August, so I'm going to need a lot of community support behind that. But it is so special to me to just have a voice, and it really is a platform for our voices.
Oh my goodness. Well, keep in touch because we are behind you 100%.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. And we're going to root you on.
I'm behind you.
We're going to root you on. It is so funny, really, though. Yeah, but thanks for giving us some insight about the pageant, too, because that's very interesting what you've done, all of your accomplishments. I'm so proud.
Wow, yeah, she's more accomplished than I'll ever be, I think, really.
No,
But you're not
at
into
all.
pageants. You're not. But she's like, she has her MBA, and all,
Right.
so she has so much going
And
on.
also, you've been, I believe, you've had some small roles in the movie industry.
Yes, well, I do a little acting. Hopefully, it can be something more than what it is. But I've worked with HBO on Treme, the first season. I was on one of the first episodes and got a chance to talk to and bounce ideas off of Wendell Pierce. And he's really fun to work with. And it was just really energizing to be on a set about our city.
Yes.
Something that HBO was giving a voice to us, and it really is an interesting story. So I challenge people to reach out and look and tune in, definitely. So
Yes, indeed.
Wow. I'm totally blown away, and I greatly appreciate you coming and just gracing our stage.
well, thank you for having me. I feel so honored.